Welcome back, agents. Today we'll cover a critical and rapidly evolving topic: artificial intelligence in California real estate. This presentation highlights the opportunities AI brings, but more importantly, the significant legal risks and compliance obligations every licensed real estate professional must understand. AI is no longer a future concept, it's here now, and it carries legal responsibilities you cannot afford to overlook. My focus is ensuring your practices stay compliant and that you're prepared for the regulatory landscape ahead. As a quick reminder, don't forget to download a copy of this presentation from my training website so you can print it, study it, and make notes. The link to the training website is on the screen and in the video description. And if you enjoyed this training, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more agents like you. The real estate industry is experiencing a profound transformation, with AI rapidly reshaping how services are delivered, from marketing automation to sophisticated analytics and workflow tools. For California licensees, integrating these technologies is no longer optional, but it must be done in strict adherence to your existing legal and ethical duties. Our professional conduct is governed by the Business and Professions Code, which outlines licensee conduct, fiduciary duties, and disciplinary authority. Additionally, DRE regulations, including those concerning broker supervision, advertising, and anti-discrimination rules, are fully applicable. Critically, fundamental principles such as fair housing laws, including FHA and the Holden Act, and privacy regulations like the CCPA, apply regardless of the technology used. First, I will explain what AI is, and then the legal implications of AI in real estate. At its core, artificial intelligence refers to computer systems designed to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. This includes learning, problem-solving, decision-making, perception, and even generating creative content. AI's capabilities are expanding exponentially, allowing for the automation of complex processes and the analysis of vast data sets. We generally encounter a few main types of AI. Narrow AI is designed for specific tasks, like a chatbot or a recommendation engine. Generative AI creates new content, such as text, images, or audio, based on patterns learned from existing data. And Agentic AI involves systems that can set goals, plan actions, and execute tasks autonomously, often interacting with other AI systems. AI tools are already being deployed across the entire real estate transaction lifecycle. Some applications offer clear benefits and align with existing legal frameworks, while others introduce significant compliance concerns. In marketing and advertising, AI can draft listing descriptions, generate social media content, and create promotional materials, often with AI-enhanced imagery. For lead generation, AI-powered chatbots can manage inquiries and score leads, prioritizing follow-up. In property valuation, automated valuation models and dynamic pricing tools synthesize vast amounts of market data. Lastly, for transaction support, AI can summarize documents, track critical deadlines, and even flag potential errors or non-compliance within contracts. When AI is applied to property management and mortgage servicing, the legal and compliance risks are particularly elevated. These applications often involve predictive analytics for tenant screening, rent optimization, and even default prediction. While these tools can offer efficiencies, they also carry a heightened risk of algorithmic bias, privacy breaches, and fair housing violations. It is absolutely crucial that any AI tool used in these sensitive areas is subject to rigorous human oversight by licensed professionals. The ultimate responsibility for decisions made, and the consequences thereof, remains squarely with the licensee and their broker, not the AI vendor or the technology itself. It is imperative to understand that artificial intelligence does not alter the fundamental legal framework governing real estate professionals in California. First, licensed activities still require a license. Only individuals or corporations licensed by the DRE can perform real estate activities, and AI tools themselves do not hold licenses. Second, brokers must supervise. Business and Professions Code sections. 10177H, 10159.2, and Regulation Section 2725 explicitly require brokers to supervise all affiliated licensees and ensure the compliance of all tools they utilize, including AI. Finally, fiduciary duties remain. Brokers and affiliated licensees continue to owe undivided fiduciary duties to their clients, and any errors or omissions by AI do not transfer liability to the technology provider. The ultimate responsibility for any information conveyed or actions taken using AI tools rests squarely with the licensee. If an AI generates inaccurate information, provides improper communications, or makes a recommendation that leads to a violation, the licensee, not the AI, will be held accountable. You must always review and verify all AI outputs for accuracy, legal compliance, and appropriateness before publishing, transmitting, or acting upon them. Think of an AI tool as an unlicensed assistant. You are fully responsible for its work product. Failure to adequately review AI-generated content can expose you to disciplinary action by the DRE, regardless of the AI's sophistication. When it comes to advertising, AI-generated content is held to the exact same standards as traditional materials. It must be truthful, accurate, and compliant with all regulations. Business and Professions Code Section 10176 makes it clear that misrepresentation, false promises, or deceptive practices are grounds for disciplinary action, regardless of whether AI created the content. Furthermore, Section 10140.6 requires all solicitation materials that serve as a first point of contact with consumers to include the licensee's name, license number, and the responsible broker's identity. A significant change coming in 2026, with the new Section 10140.8, will mandate that licensees disclose when images have been digitally altered in a way that changes the appearance of a property, including AI-enhanced imagery. You will also need to make the original unaltered image available to consumers. Unintentional alterations will not be an excuse. One of the most significant legal risks associated with AI is the potential for bias, which can lead to fair housing violations. Fair housing laws, such as FEHA, the Holden Act, and DRE Regulation Section 2780, strictly prohibit discrimination in housing transactions, residential financing, and advertising based on protected characteristics like race, religion, gender, disability, or familial status. AI systems, particularly those trained on historical data, can inadvertently perpetuate or amplify existing biases present in that data. This can lead to discriminatory outcomes, even if the AI's algorithms appear neutral on the surface. Licensees must be vigilant to prevent AI from creating or reinforcing discriminatory patterns. Certain AI applications carry a particularly high risk for real estate licensees. Targeted advertising, for instance, could inadvertently exclude protected groups, leading to fair housing violations. Tenant screening algorithms, if biased, might unlawfully disadvantage certain applicants. Lead prioritization tools could subtly steer licensees away from or deprioritize specific demographics, creating a disparate impact. And pricing recommendations generated by AI could introduce steering risks or contribute to discriminatory valuation practices. In any of these scenarios, even criteria that appear neutral can produce discriminatory outcomes, known as disparate impact. It's crucial to remember that intentional or inadvertent discrimination carries the same severe legal exposure. Therefore, you must meticulously review all AI recommendations and outputs before acting on them. The use of AI extensively involves consumer data, making data privacy and security paramount. It is your absolute responsibility to protect consumer data, and AI platforms must comply with strict regulations like the California Consumer Privacy Act, or CCPA. You need to thoroughly understand how any AI tool collects, processes, stores, and shares client information. Before adopting an AI solution, inquire about its data handling policies, encryption standards, and compliance certifications. Protecting client confidentiality is a fundamental duty, and any lapse due to AI usage could lead to severe legal and reputational consequences. Always prioritize platforms that demonstrate robust data security measures and transparency in their privacy practices. While AI tools can generate contract language, explain legal concepts, or assist in interpreting disclosure documents, licensees must exercise extreme caution. Using AI to provide legal advice or interpretations that extend beyond the scope of your real estate license can be considered the unauthorized practice of law, which is a criminal offense under Business and Professions Code sections 6125 and 6126. AI summaries are not a substitute for legal advice. Never present AI-generated explanations as an alternative to attorney advice or statutory disclosures. It is always your professional obligation to advise consumers to seek independent legal counsel when appropriate, regardless of what an AI tool might suggest. Your role is to facilitate transactions, not to provide legal expertise. To mitigate risks and ensure compliance, there are 5 key steps for responsible AI use. First, understand AI limitations. Before adopting any tool, thoroughly evaluate how it works, what data it uses, and how it generates results. Second, maintain human oversight. Always review and verify AI outputs for accuracy, legal compliance, and ethical considerations before publication, communication, or client use. Third, implement written policies. Brokers must adopt clear, written policies governing AI use and provide comprehensive training to all affiliated licensees on their compliance obligations. Fourth, document compliance steps. Maintain detailed records showing how AI outputs were reviewed and verified for accuracy and legal adherence. Finally, stay informed of evolving law. Regularly monitor legislative and regulatory developments, including new disclosure obligations and fair housing enforcement trends, as this field is rapidly changing. For brokers, supervisory obligations extend directly to the tools your licensees use, including AI-powered software. This means establishing and enforcing clear standards for AI use. Your responsibilities include developing and implementing written AI policies that outline acceptable uses, prohibited activities, and review protocols. You must adequately train all licensees on these AI policies, emphasizing compliance with DRE regulations, fair housing laws, and data privacy rules. Continuous monitoring of AI usage within your brokerage is essential to ensure adherence to established policies and to identify potential issues early. Furthermore, you must approve any AI-generated content before it is disseminated to the public or used in client interactions, especially advertising. These supervisory duties are enshrined in regulatory references such as Business and Professions Code sections 101, 77 VATCH, and 101, 59.2, and Regulation Section 2725, among others. In conclusion, AI offers powerful tools to enhance service delivery in California real estate, but the core principles of real estate law, consumer protection, and fair housing compliance remain unchanged. AI is a support tool, not a replacement for your judgment or legal duties. To navigate this evolving landscape, you must adopt clear AI policies, closely review all AI-generated content, and meet every legal and ethical requirement. Embrace innovation, but do so with caution, diligence, and a firm commitment to your professional responsibilities. AI will shape the future of real estate, but your integrity and compliance remain paramount. As a final reminder, don't forget to download a copy of this presentation from my training website so you can print it, study it, and make notes. The link to the training website is on the screen and in the video description. Until next time, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.